Hi, good morning, children. How do you feel today? So, in the last class, we were going through the constitutional provisions of India. For what? For reducing inequality in our country or for fighting against questioning the dignity of the people or citizen. Which are the constitutional provisions? How many provisions are there? Constitution provides three provisions to reduce inequality in the democratic country, that is India, in our country. First one, all are equal before law. First one, all are equal before law. Second one is the continuation of the first provision, that is, no discrimination will be allowed in our country. Discrimination may be on the ground of caste, religion, language, customs, etc. etc. No such discrimination will be allowed according to our constitution prepared by who was preparing our constitution? Who is the father of our constitution? Yes, it is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So that is the second provision assured by constitution, that is no discrimination will be allowed. And the third one is public places will be accessible or should be accessible to all people without any discrimination. Public places may be government institutions or panchayat institution. For example, panchayat ground or road or schools or government hospitals. All these things should be availed to all people without any inequality, without any discrimination policy. So these are the three provisions. And how can these be enacted? How these policies, how these provisions, how these support given by the constitution can be put into practice by the government? This is done. This practice is done by using two ways that also we were discussing in the last class. They are two. Number one, it is law, and number two, it is government schemes. Law means a law can be passed in the parliament. If the law is passed in the parliament, it becomes an act. If the act is put into practice or enacted, everyone is entitled to obey them. If anyone is not ready to obey the rules, he will be punished. He will be questioned, he will be punished. That is law. So with the support, with the legal support, with the law, a decision can be, or the provision given by this constitution can be enacted. So that is law. Through law, it can be enacted, it can be put into practice. Second one, it is government schemes. As the people of our country, as we people, common people are getting a lot of provisions by the government. A lot of schemes are produced by the government. A lot of schemes are there to support poor people or aiming at the welfare of the society. For example, ration card facilities are there. Now itself, in this corona season, we are availing a lot of things from ration shop without paying any cash. And every month through ration shop, government is supplying a lot of things for us, including certain grains, wheat, rice, then kerosene oil, like that. Okay, and what all things we are getting through in this corona season? Almost 17 items were provided by the Indian government. Okay, so these are the support. These are a peculiar scheme. So this scheme and the law will be supporting these constitutional provisions. Clear, I think. Now, it is over. Today, we can go through another area. It may be the last area of the chapter, that is constitutional issue of inequality in other democracies. Issue of inequality in other democratic countries. Issues of equality or inequality. Issues of equality in other democratic countries. We know that India is the largest democratic country. Like that of India, there are many countries who are supporting or following democratic system in which people are given all the right. But in many democratic countries like that of India, India is facing a lot of inequality. We know that. That is a challenge of Indian democracy. And such challenges are being suffered by many other countries. For example, in USA, United States of America, there was a system of slavery. Slavery system means some people are suppressing another class of the people. You know what type of classes were suppressed? Yes, in America, before 1964, in America, these African Americans were suppressed by the Native Americans. The system existed there was slavery system. Slavery means like slaves, the people are entitled to do work for their manager, for their owner. The migrants from Africa, they are called African Americans, they are black in color also. These people were suppressed or exploited cruelly by the Native Americans. The system is called slavery. Before this 1964, such system had legal support also. So this should be abolished. So before this system or under this slavery system, under the slavery system, these black Americans or African Americans were given no right at all. They were considered as mere animals. They were compelled to go to government hospital, but the hospital there will be no arrangements, no skilled doctors, no expert doctors or nurses or medicines like that. So what is the use of hospitals? No use at all. And there will be government schools, but in the government school there will not be any trained teachers will be available. No facilities are arranged to the students. But there are some other schools that is peculiarly booked or specially intended for studying or teaching the students of Native Americans. That is a partiality, that's a discrimination. So this system was abolished in the year 1964. For abolishing, there was an incident was happening in America. Let's go through that story. One day, a lady called Rosa Parks. Are you hearing? Okay, a lady called Rosa Parks, she was going in a bus, in a public bus. In that public bus, she was tired. When she was getting into that bus, she was tired after long work. And she finds a seat there. A seat. Naturally, she will be sitting in the seat, right? Yes, she was sitting in the seat. But just behind this seat, there was a man. This lady belongs to African American. And this man sitting just behind the seat of this Rosa Parks, he was belonging to which class, that is Native American, a white man. So this man got irritated at that time. Irritated, she got angry and he was responding. But this lady was a proud lady. When her dignity is questioned by this American, white American or Native American, she started, and through her response, an agitation movement was started in India. This was an incident not in India, in America. Okay, so this movement or this association is called civil rights movement. Civil rights movement. Civil rights movement was a movement formed by African Americans to raise voice or to protest against the suppressive policies followed by the owners of the slaves or the white Americans or Native Americans. So as a result of continuous protest, they got this freedom. What freedom? They were free from the system of slavery. That was happened. That means such things are happening not only in India but also in other countries. In India also a lot of partiality was there. We know that in last many classes we were discussing about the society was divided into many classes. Some were upper class, some were lower class. Some were superiors, some were inferiors. So such things are happening in many other parts of our country also. Then this is a challenge to our democracy. Actually this inequality or discrimination is a challenge, violation of dignity. Dignity means when one is not ready to respect us. When we are respecting ourselves only and not ready to respect others' beliefs, others' thoughts, and other style, what will happen? No, our dignity is being, or other dignity is being questioned or violated. So that is a challenge to our democracy. Dignity. Challenge to our democratic system. Actually, you know, democracy is the rule of the people, by the people, and for the people. In this system, there will be no such questioning of dignity seen. Dignity will not be questioned, but there are some people who are firmly believing that some are inferior. In such a condition, in such a situation, equality is not at all possible. So such things are happening in India. Apart from India, in many other democratic countries, why we are highlighting democracy, you know, because in democracy such things should not be happened. It's a trouble to the system as a whole. So it should be abolished. Now, let us go through certain questions in between the lines of this chapter. Okay. In the last class, we were discussing about 2 questions, right? So you may take page number 8, everyone. Page number 8. Last part. With blue letters, some questions are written. You can see. Okay. First question. Why do you think Ansaris were being treated unequally? What would you do if you were in Ansari's position and could not find a place to live because some people did not want to live next to you because of the religion you practice? This question is as a whole we can conclude that why did the Ansaris were insulted or treated unequally? We can write this question like this. Okay. Ansaris, you may remember. This both Ansaris means Ansari couples were asking or seeking for an apartment to live in the city, and there was a lady who was the owner of an apartment, but that lady was not ready to give this apartment to Ansaris. Why, you know? Why? Simply because these Ansaris are not belonging to Hindu caste. This lady is a Hindu believer, Ansaris are Muslim believer. This Hindu lady doesn't like these Muslims. That is the simple reason. And such things are happening among the Muslims also. There are some Muslims who hate, who are not ready to love or take care of or respect other believers. So Ansaris case. You can write this question like this. Why were Ansaris being treated? Being treated unequally. Treated unequally means ill-treated by the society, by the Hindu, the rich lady. Okay, you know the reason. So let us write this answer. This answer I was discussing in the class, no? So I think no need of more explanation. Anyway, I will tell you the answer. That is, the Ansaris were discriminated or treated unequally simply because of the question or issue of religion. Because this rich lady doesn't like Hindu believers. That is why, that is a simple reason why the Ansaris were denied this apartment. Even though they were ready to pay for the room, no, if the lady was not ready. That is the reason. Now let us go to the next page. Okay, page number 9 also you could see 2 questions. Let's discuss. If you were one of the Ansaris, how would you have responded to the suggestion that you change your name? This lady, listen the question very deeply. This lady was not ready to give this her apartment because these Ansaris are belonging to Muslim religion or they are Muslim devotees. So how would you have responded if just imagine that we people are Ansaris at that time? How would we be responded? Let me talk first, because if I were Ansaris, I would approach another apartment owner. That only I can do first. And again, if this ill treatment is continuing, I can approach which section? Justice section. Who is handling justice section in India? police and court. It's not needed. First of all, we can approach another apartment owner. That I was discussing in the class also. Okay. Next question. Can you think of an incident in your life in which your dignity was violated? When our dignity is violated means we are treated unequally. Such a happening you can recollect from your experience, past experience. I can also I have also a lot of such experiences. So what type of experience? No, only me was treated unequally. All others were given all the favors. Only me was treated unequally. Maybe from the part of some type of people. There are some people who are ready for self-respect only and not ready to respect others. Such an incident you can recollect and answer this accordingly. Are you ready? Okay, thank you. And next question. In page number 10, there is no such questions. And in page number 11 also, there are two questions. Let's go through that. Ready? Okay, take page number 11. What is the midday meal program? Can you list 3 benefits of the program? How do you think this program might help promote greater equality? So, relevance of, we can write this question as relevance of midday meal program. Okay. Relevance. What is the importance of midday meal program? Let's discuss now. Midday meal program is a scheme provided by Indian government to support what type of people? No, poor people, especially students. In the government schools, children are given free food, free lunch, and all are treated equally. If a student is coming from a rich class of people, he will not be given more share. If one is coming from a lower class, means a poor class, he will not be given more share or less share. There will be equal treatment. So what is the benefit of this program? You know that we were discussing in this class also. We can write the benefits. It is a policy. It is a scheme provided for supporting poor children. A scheme answer. A scheme of government supporting poor students. Supporting poor students with food, with lunch. Then benefits. What are the benefits? Benefits means merits. We were discussing that, I think. Anyway, you may write this. First benefit is it is a policy of equality, or it is a policy of increasing attendance of the students. Increasing attendance of the students. And B, there is a policy of equality, we could see. Yes, policy of equality. Policy of equality. 2 benefits you can write now. Okay. Policy of equality, and it will cause the increasing of attendance in this course. Because you know, in some families' case, the children may be ready to go to school. But with an empty stomach, how can we go to school? It's not possible. So when this government is supplying food, they can attend the school easily. That is increasing attendance. And it is a policy of equality, means even though coming from rich class of people or poor class of people, all are treated equally. All are given food in a same manner. So these are the questions. Now, by this chapter will be closing, and I'm giving you a work that is in page number 15. Listen. in page number 15, you can see in the bottom part a glossary is given, a glossary. That means important terms of this lesson. First one, it is universal adult franchise is familiar to you. Next one, dignity is also familiar to you. Another one, constitution we were discussing. And last one, civil rights movement. Everything you know, but you may read through all this area. Okay, are you ready? So by this, today's class is ending. If you have any doubt, you can again contact me. Thank you so much. Bye.